We call this show Game Plan. What will be India's game plan on day 4? Welcome to this special 12 noon in India. Gargi Raut and I joining you from outside the Edgbaston cricket ground. Massive day once again in the context of the match and the series. India holds all the aces. It's brilliant. It's brilliant what happened yesterday. Mohammad Siraj opening those doors. Akash Deep opening those doors. What will be India's game plan is what the two of us will discuss over the next 15 to 20 minutes. Over to you.
Oh, big day ahead for Team India. And we say this ahead of every single day. We say, what a series and incredible matches that we've been watching. When was the last time you watched a test match that went down to session 5 of day 5? So session 3 of day 5. So, you know, this is one of the most incredible matches that we've been watching. England fighting back, India giving a fight. And now this time around, India has the upper hand. Heading into today, India will have the upper hand. That start from Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul, very, very aggressive. It has already put a lot of pressure on the English bowlers. They were tired yesterday by the end of the day. Chris Stokes was not extracting as much pace as he usually does because he was, honestly, anyone would have been tired at that point. They've bowled so much and the Indian batters have made them bowl so much. But today...
just to put it in context, to put that point in context, you know, England had batted almost all day, but they had bowled 150 overs and India bowled 90. So 60 more overs is what Gargi is trying to say. When it's 60 more overs out there on the field, that mental fatigue, physical fatigue, that takes a toll. India bowled 60 overs less compared to England and bundled England out. And that's what we have been talking about. That you put them there, you keep them there, you make them toil, you keep them out there in conditions which aren't easy. Was bright and sunny for first couple of days. That's what she's talking about, that Chris Stokes, Bryden cast, the pace will drop. Ben Stokes did not even bowl on day 2. The pace will drop and the physicality will be tested. Over to you again.
And it was tested. Every single person, or let's say every single bowler, was cramping. And you could see that was evident as well. But when it comes to tomorrow, when it comes to today, KL Rahul and Karun Nair.
You reckon? KL Rahul the key again?
KL Rahul is the key. Now I think KL Rahul will steady the ship. He's got those shots. He will play those textbook perfect drives and give. That will make the entire press box go, that was beautiful, beautiful shot. Even the English journalists cannot hold back from appreciating the beauty of KL Rahul's batting. But again, they've got to make sure that they put 250 more runs on the scoreboard, maximum. At least, let's say, I think they're capable of doing more, putting more runs on the scoreboard. But KL Rahul, Karun Nair tomorrow will have a huge responsibility first in negating that new ball because it will be overcast. There will be a lot of wind. Chris Stokes will be rested, Bryden Cast will be rested. Of course, there'll be that mental pressure, but they will have a bit of a recovery, come in fresh. They will start spitting fire once again with that new cherry. So they have their task cut out for them, but at the same time, you have the upper hand. You already have a 250 lead. Bat them out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that is the strategy. The last statement that she said is exactly what should be India's game plan. Let me break this down. I think India should just play hour by hour, 45 to 50 runs in the first hour, 45 to 50 runs in the second hour. So basically, I am talking about 100-run first session. You lose a couple, you're still okay. You're about 250 ahead. So if you are by lunchtime, you are 350 ahead at the loss of 3. You are totally in control. The fact that she's talking about 250 lead, as in 250 more runs today, that's eminently doable because you're still talking about a Rishabh Pant, a Shubman Gill, a Ravindra Jadeja, Nitish Reddy, a Washington Sundar. You've got enough batting there. So 100 runs in the first innings means, rather in the first session means, you've also batted for about 25 overs. What does that mean? The ball is 37 overs old. That's when you make the most of it. The second session is when you attack because the ball is softer. England has gone on the defensive with a 350-run lead already out there. So they will want to protect runs rather than attacking India. You can easily milk the bowling. This is a short ground, 59, 60 meter, 65 meter boundaries. You can easily, Shoaib Bashir comes in, you can tonk him and then get 120, 30 more runs in the second session. So by the end of the second session, 475, 80 and go back to the change room, calibrate. calibrate, and as again she said, bat England out of it.
Yeah.
One more hour between 4 and 5, bat England out of it. 500 plus lead, 550 lead, and now Ben Stokes will have to stay true to what he said at the press conference. Come chase it down. The last 1 hour of play on day 4, put England in. Get an Akash Deep to bowl 6, get a Mohammad Siraj to bowl 6, come hard. Put your fielders, 550 on the board means 3 slips, 1 gully, 1 point, 1 forward shot for a short ball. And no problems, because even if you concede 30, 40, 50 runs, you are still in control. That's India's game plan as far as I'm concerned at the start of day 4. Now, there are multiple layers here.
Yeah.
One, you have to bat big. Bat big in the sense you've got to get another 250.
Yeah.
My key players, one is Rishabh Pant, because Rishabh Pant will score quick. Shubman Gill has looked royalty. KL Rahul, Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant, the job can be done.
You know, the way that I am looking at this is that KL Rahul and Shubman Gill are your 2 anchors. In case, you know, the other batter on the other end of the crease wants to go aggressive or wants to go gung-ho, they can comfortably do so because you've got a Shubman Gill who can bat for very, very long. You've got a KL Rahul who will possibly score big runs tomorrow. So you've got your backup when it comes to today. Sorry, you've got
People
your
are watching
backup.
it today.
People are watching it today. You've got your backup when it comes to these batters. And honestly, when you really look at it, you only have the first 20-25 overs to play out. After that, the Duke's ball gets very, very soft, and they will try to hit the deck.
Even the seam dab jata.
Yes, it does not do anything. It does not give you any lateral movement. It does not give you anything from the seam. So you've got to play out those first 25 overs and you're in the game. Then a Rishabh Pant can come in and tonk Shoaib Bashir out of the park.
13 overs are already done. So effectively, we are talking about
15.
the first hour. Yeah, the first hour. Because the moment the first hour is gone, the ball is softer.
Yeah.
India will gain control. And the other point that you just mentioned was Shoaib Bashir. I don't think India needs to be any area of Shoaib Bashir.
No, not at all. Just the fact that Rishabh Pant needs to look at where the fielder is, that's all. But we know we have the ability to play out spin. It's not like Shoaib Bashir is the most exceptional spinner in the world. He's not getting huge turn as such. You just have to just tonk him. I think you have the mental upper hand. You have the pressure. The pressure is on England at this point. They will make mistakes. They will give you loose deliveries. Punish them. Punish them every single time.
Let me kind of change track and ask you this. Do you see England going for a draw? Do you see England downing shutters? Because they will know that India will give them 1 hour at the end of the day today, day 4, and then all day tomorrow. Will England, if it's a 500 plus chase, 525, whatever it is, 500 plus, because that's what is going to happen. India will not give them anything under 500. After the Leeds experience, more so. Do you reckon England will try 500? Or England will down shutters and say, no, baseball, forget it. Let's just save this game, go to Lord's 1-0 up.
There are 2 questions that come up in my mind when you ask me this question. One is Ben Stokes repeatedly saying that we're a chasing team, we can chase down anything. Now, to quote Ravindra Jadeja, press conference mein aake koi bhi kuch bhi keh sakta hai, because now Ben Stokes will have to actually prove his point and also walk the talk, and also the fact he will have to justify why he chose to bowl first. It's a big call here. And you know what? I have a feeling England will not want to go for a draw. They would rather lose. I think they are mentally like that a little bit. Now, I may be wrong.
No. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
So because I see a kind of arrogance in
England's
England's approach.
There is arrogance. Look at the way they batted day before yesterday. In that final session, in that final 1.5 hour, they had no business. If they wanted really to win the match, they should have sort of gone on the back foot and played out those overs.
I kind of see, England at one point, you have to respect the game. The game demanded conventional test match batting. England came out, Zach Crawley, couple of boundaries, as if, you will play baseball, take India on, beat India. That doesn't happen. And the moment you try and do that, you're 3 down. I thought England was that arrogance was telling. And that is why I asked Gargi this question. I kind of agree that even if it's a 500 chase, all of a sudden you will see England wanting to prove that we can even chase this down. We can chase 500 down. Boss, ये होता नहीं है. 500 अगर वो chase कर देंगे एक दिन में, एक दिन और एक घंटा. Come on. I mean, 500 अगर आप chase कर देते हो in 90 overs, 90, 95, 90,
Give them the
100 overs.
series then.
At 5 an over आपने 525 रन चेस कर दिया, तब तो यार 1000 रन भी आप चेस कर दोगे. ऐसे नहीं होता है.
नहीं होगा.
I don't think that's happening. I think an Indian win about 60%, 65%.
Yes.
An English win 3%, 2%, and maybe a draw 25%.
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree at this point, and I see India wanting to win this game.
Desperately. Now, though, come on, yeah.
They will not want to go empty-handed. They will not want a draw. I don't think they would want to draw at this point, because what is more confidence invoking? I don't know if I said that right, but what is more than winning the match? You've got an Akash Deep, a young bowler coming in. You've got a Mohammad Siraj. You have no Jasprit Bumrah in the team, the one bowler or the one player that you said that the entire team was dependent on. He's not there, and you've gone and won the match.
It'll be an incredible statement, much like the Gabba miracle. वो गाबा का घमंड, विवेक राजदान's immortal words.
Baseball का घमंड
Baseball का, and interesting. Brisbane to Birmingham, B. And me, again a B. Brisbane to Birmingham, mediated by me. Gargi is having a ball. But the fact of the matter is, this game is beautifully set up. The other question, do you see from the evidence at hand, a Washington Sundar and the Ravindra Jadeja coming into play big time on day 5?
Absolutely. And the pitch will do things now.
You reckon?
Yes,
I don't see it breaking
Not
that
much.
but there will still be purchase.
There will be purchase, because also if Washington Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja both are able to get that drift again that they were getting yesterday as well. I thought they were getting really nice drift, and that was troubling Harry Brook a little bit. But I think that the pitch will give some purchase to spinners. I don't see it completely breaking down, because if it had to, it would have happened yesterday. By the last session yesterday, we would have seen some breakdown or some cracks or something like that, but we haven't seen anything. It's a complete Pata wicket. So today, if you get a bit more scruff, if you get a bit more foot marks or whatever you want to call it, they should make full use of it. Washington Sundar, like you said in that live yesterday as well, that he should have been experimenting more. He should have had more variations. But one very, very positive sign about Sundar is the fact that he's bowling very disciplined lines.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see India's second innings game plan is this. I see the spinners holding one end up. I see more tighter lines.
Oh yeah.
I see more disciplined lines, because now that they've had the experience of the first innings, they will be able to do that. And I see the faster bowlers coming and picking wickets from the other end. The new ball wanting, and as I said, I absolutely think India's game plan tonight will be to get England in for about 12, 13 overs. I see Mohammad Siraj running in for 6. I see Prasidh Krishna running in for 6. Exactly what happened on day 2. India will want to take a couple of wickets and enter the England middle order going into day 5. With a 500 plus scoreboard pressure, they will know that at no point will they have to move the fielders around. Even if England gets a session of 150 runs, you will still have 350 plus on the board. So enough and more runs, unlike Leeds, where the lead was 370 and one good session from England changed everything. With a 500 run chase, that's not going to happen. So I reckon India's game plan tonight will be to put England in for the last hour with 12, 13 overs, cloudy conditions in Birmingham, unleash Mohammad Siraj, who will be on a high after that 6-for, Akash Deep on a high after that 4-for, and rattle England. And if England comes hard, I do see a couple of wickets falling. Tailor-made day will be India 500 plus lead, 2 English wickets down, going into day 5. And as Gargi said, I think England will try to prove a point and play aggressive cricket and knock down shutters. Because if they do that, the whole world will say, oh, what happened to Bazball? And this is also about ego, English ego. Will Ben Stokes bite his ego and play a draw? Will Ben Stokes not bite his ego and say, we will chase this down and go down fighting, so what? This is going to be a big test for England. Forget India. It was England's toss to win. They put India in. They conceded 600. They folded up with a 200 lead. It is their fortress. Edgbaston is an English fortress. So in every sense, Ben Stokes and his team will also be under the pump with several questions asked. Finish it.
Oh, big day coming up for India and Indian bowlers, and also, of course, England as well. Like we spoke about, Ben Stokes wants to chase every
And he's
single...
not scored. He's not picked wickets except that one.
No. He did not bowl for an entire session as well. So there's a lot riding on Ben Stokes' shoulders as well. So it's going to be either side. There's pressure. There's a lot of pressure. Shubman Gill will want to win this one with an inexperienced team. Will want to prove a point that I'm here for business. I'm standing on business. And Ben Stokes will obviously have to justify the baseball tag, and also the fact that he put in India to bat first.
So that's what we have for you as part of this show. Exactly at 2 p.m, Gargi Raut and I join you for our build-up from the Edgbaston Cricket Ground, Day 4, with everything hanging in the balance. Can India, against all odds, stitch a victory together? It'll rank as high as Gabba. Thank you very much for watching.